Here we are. Welcome on in. Everyone gather round and allow me to... Hold on. Whoop. Yes, allow me to formally introduce you all to King Titus, first of his name. Whop. Here we are. As you can see, King Titus is courageous, principled, and a failed crab collector. As such, we're initially going to go for a military ambition. Should the military ambition fail, we'll instead go for a authority ambition. And for those of you in the know, this means we're going to go for a tyranny run. We're going to become a tyrant with the marshal. Unless, of course, you break my military down, in which case I'll be forced to become a saint with Archie instead. We're never going to back down and happily throw ourselves into danger when needed. We also try to be fair and consistent in our decisions. And we generally favour the patricians, and we like to own little collectibles and dumb bits and pieces that we can pick up and put in our treasury. Don't really care for trade too much. But yeah, here we are, ready to rock and roll. Let's have a peek at the kingdom and get acquainted with the state of things. Oh, Morgan, welcome on into the game. There we go. All of Jesus. Yes, Jesus probably wasn't blue-eyed, white, blonde-haired, white man. But let's not worry about that now, because we have serious business to contend with. Like, for example, the Chiefs having zero faith. Actually, you know what? All the stats are pretty healthy. Everyone having 10 military is quite nerve-wracking. This is a potential problem where, you know, somebody might get ballsy and try and launch a civil war. So we want to try and avoid that. But let's go through the council at the start of today's game. Welcome on in to our barons. We have Baron Nilawa, Baron Shadowmoon, and Baron Katori. Welcome on in. We've also got our chiefs. We've got Chief Vivi the second, Chief Weldress the second, Chief Advisor, and Chief Whopper. Welcome on in to all of our chiefs. And finally we have the patricians with Lady Patrician Morgrim, Lord Patrician Gibbo, and Lord Patrician Ephra. Welcome on into the patricians as well. A nice little 10-person council. Easy peasy. We're going to have a good run today, aren't we all? Going to start, as always, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers unless they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I'm a conquering hero. Obviously, a warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, let's shake hands with you all and then we'll get to the first vote of the game, the coronation. Hello, Ephra. We did it. By the 9th, we had to pull some strings, but we got you that crown, just as I said we would. Now just remember to uphold your end of the deal. You're not really a king, more like an employee of the patricians. What the ghost wants, the ghost gets. Just keep the crabs coming, baby. Spoken like a true and loyal servant. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you here today. Alright, who have we got from the chiefs? We have Chief Whopper. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. And finally, the Barons of the March. Katori's here. Well, come on in, Katori. I think this is the first time you joined us, isn't it? Yeah, 1,000 gold. Welcome to the Holidaisies. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. What do you think? Will he be a good little king and do as he's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan just in case. It's Morgrim and Ephra scheming to keep me on the throne, I hope. Yes. Katori the Red, yes. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from Queen Thrifty II, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Oh God, okay. We are gonna do something. You know, whether the Pats pay or we have the river. Okay. I see the way it's going. Quite easy. Oh. Alright, 6 active players, 2 from each faction. Let's go. It is decided. The king will be thrown in the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. And when you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Don't you giggle at me, Ephra. Alright. We are good. It's eyes down now. Time to pick your schemes. We have Johanna of the Nilawa bloodline, infamous Marcher hunter, standing before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. Okay, so Barons, your options for today's game are Intimidation, Uprising, or Propaganda. With Intimidation, you're going to try and infiltrate the palace and force me to do your bidding. With Uprising, you're going to stoke up a peasant revolt and exploit that. And with Propaganda, you're going to, well, try and use propaganda to defame me and replace me. But Intimidation is the ticket. The Barons plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Barons must raise stability from 5 or more in 4 seasons. Currently at 6, so it's a good bet. Ooh, Charlene of the Vivi clan. Viviridia. Well-known northern rascal. Stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning on as if in a trance. They are looking pretty dapper. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter, King Thrifty. King Thrifty? King Titus. Damn. Laps. How do we make that happen? How are you gonna supplant me? Is it with A, sorcery, B, doppelganger, or C, prophecy? With sorcery, the chiefs will make a deal with a wizard to try and get them on the throne. With doppelganger, they'll find a body double to replace me with, and with prophecy, they're going to find some magic rocks and use it as reason, as just cause to supplant me. Summon the Lord Render to kill me off. Alright, sorcery is a go. Biz? Yes, it will be Biz. The chiefs plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's currently at 4. Quinta of the Ephra family, legendary coastal rapscallion. Scribbles with well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. How very cunning of us. Titus now sits on the throne and the patricians are in charge, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose him. Do we stay loyal to the new king or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Well, well, well. Your options, if you are a patrician, are A, loyalist, or A, loyalist. No, of course, you got B, subterfuge, and C, corruption as well. With loyalists, you're going to be my loyal gaggle of nobles, trying to look after my best interests and get me to win the game. With subterfuge, you're going to want to try and replace my entire council. And with corruption, you're going to try and mire me in a corruption scandal to displace me that way. But it looks like loyalists we got. Thank you very much. We're a fan of this. That settles it then. Long live the king. May he bring peace and prosperity to our new kingdom. But we can always change our minds. If Titus ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of him the old-fashioned way, even if it's a little costly. Are we the scheme leaders because we're the only ones who got out of bed this morning? I mean, Gibbo's also here. But yeah, pretty much. The patrician's goal. Hey, Komori, welcome. There you are. Welcome back to the barons. The patrician's goal is to aid the king by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They'll win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Alright, what do we got? So, today's Rogues Gallery, we got Johanna, Charlene and Quinta. Johanna, our treacherous half-sister, in the march. The barons are pursuing the intimidation scheme. And for the first stage of their scheme, they need to make sure stability is 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. It's currently at 6. The barons are going to have an easy time with this, I think. Charlene, a treacherous half-sibling in the north, together with the chiefs, is pursuing the sorcery scheme. And to start that off, they need to raise the kingdom's authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's currently at 4. So they need to bump it up just a little bit. And Quinta, our questionable claimant from the coast. It's staying loyal. The patricians are going to be staying loyal to their king. And hopefully going to help me maintain a happy military where no one's going to launch a civil war. Yeah, I think call for unity, that would be what I'd take. Avalanche and giant spiders, eh? Let's deal with the avalanche. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. You know, we can send them money or do nothing. I'll let you decide what our budget can afford. Hey Mero, welcome on in. Are you a... Oh no, you're a chief, aren't you? Welcome aboard. I feel generous today. Yeah, it's very easy to be generous when it's someone else's money. There is nothing to be done, says Morgrim, while everyone else says, open the treasury. We're going to spend some money. Your funds go towards resettling the survivors in neighbouring villages with enough gold to see them through the winter. And Chief Whopper skims a little off the top, of course, for her trouble. Absolutely. Your greatness, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders. Some are as big as horses. Okay, Mero. The trees are shrouded in webs and travellers are going missing. We must put a stop to this. I reckon sending in the army to kill them all. Spiders are already invaded. Yeah, let's wipe them out. Absolutely. Suffer not the spurder to live. Giant spiders ate my cow. Your Holiness, Your Majesty, the spiders ate my cow. Help me, help me. I hate midges more than spiders. Well, you know, listen, if the midges were big enough to attack cows and waylay trade caravans, maybe we'd be talking about them. But today, it's jumbo spiders. Spurter time. Northern troops sweep into the shrouded woods, hacking down webs and killing any eight-legged creatures they come across. The operation was a major success, no significant losses, and soon the forest is empty of arachnid life. Soon merchants are returning to the roads without worrying about being turned into spider food. Spider food, spider food. Does whatever spider food does. Make some trade on the road. In a web, your dinner now. Spider food, you're just some spider food. Okay. Well, 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 look who it is. Good news, Your Majesty. I've received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light.
blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The ninth god will shield you from all harm. I've never seen the ninth protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, your majesty.
Tappity tap tap a tap tap tap. I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, I am courageous. Ah, man, I'm tempted to take the. Yeah, I feel like
I await your verdict with bated breath.
I was expecting to take the gladiators, but I don't need an honor guard.
Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest possible terms. The nobles will consider this an insult to their warriors' prowess.
I'm willing to risk it for a Swisket.
Fine, no doubt the common folk will see this as a sign of strength. But don't blame me when you wind up on the wrong end of an assassin's blade. At last, a king who trusts in the ninth. You have nothing to fear, your majesty. Your enemy's arrows shall miss and their swords shall falter.
No honor guard to kill today, Ephra. Sorry about that. Okay, looking at this. What have we got? Oh my lord. Well, the chiefs may want C, the monument, to further bolster authority. Likewise, the barons may want B, the library, to further bolster stability. D, the prison could work if you want to try and disrupt the baron's plans a little bit. But yeah, here's a list with everyone's money on it. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. There is, however, a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Hello, Teeny. Welcome back to the Chiefs. Chiefs are going for authority, by the way, for your thing, for your scheme, if that is going to influence you. Boom, 10-second. Oh, monument and prison. Okay, that's a thing. Where's Teeny? There you are. Say hello to Teeny. Okay, so we are pretty good. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember, a tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Okay, alright. I don't mind which we do. No one's going to vote C, are they? But we can send the warriors down, or we can send in the scholars. I think both of them are good. Well, well, well. There's probably ghouls in there and the church gets so twitchy about grave robbing. I mean, it's an ancient tomb. My connectivity is crap right now. Back in a bit. No worries, Teeny. I don't know. I think everyone else has a bit of a delay as well. Because the votes are taking a bit to roll in. I'm just going to go get a fresh cup of coffee. Yeah, quitting coffee hasn't worked out, by the way. Alright, I return. Nothing wrong with coffee. Oh dear. Maybe start alternating coffee with another hot drink. Ah, that might be a good idea. I'm rather glad I never developed liking for coffee. Too many people seem to get addicted. I need to stay awake. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, I've gotta try and redress some of the issues I'm having. Can't just be relying on quick fixes like coffee and energy drinks. The North has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The chiefs finally settle on a champion named Horvir. Known for juggling live scorpions, he will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. Oh, wow, this is awkward. Your treasury's almost empty, Your Highness. Oh no! Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. We could get a bank loan, or sell the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried in piles of gold, or so I've heard. I mean, we've already cracked open one tomb. We can crack open another, right? That buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You ordered all mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, and precious jewels. Not everyone is at... Wait, that's 2? It drops 2 stability. I didn't know that. Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounced you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. Bah! Bah! Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Sure, loyal Pats wouldn't exploit their king's lack of cash? Of course they wouldn't. Be free, and we're going to free anyone. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You're marrying to the patricians as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Maybe. I'm gonna lean towards the patricians, but you know, if it's far outstripped by another candidate. Far to the north, Chief Weldrith sits before a roaring hearth, 2 enormous wolfhounds lying at his feet. The shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tails tucked between their legs, as a skeletal figure steps into the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. My paladin! And the effect on those! In the souls and the doom! Why are you calling me king? I may be one, but my time is still more precious than yours. I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, hasn't he? That's true. The one trying to turn me away from my favorite bakery last week. To me because my presence shining all the windows in a mile reunion. Oh, I will. I grow all what have been ready for. But first, I need to take care of the bees. Did you say bees? Yeah! In the dream they hold out the names of bees. They're terrible, even for a wizard. Of course, and we can go just stand about and buy flowers. They have all kinds of royalty. But they have a magical friend. And we're all no magical fun. Beyond the occasional thing. Hey Chaz, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back to the Barons. For the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Good luck. It's currently at 23. You need to lose 9 farming somewhere. I do quite like... No, let's just hang steady. I am worried about the Defiance creeping up, but... Okay, no more spiders and Horvir returns. Your greatness, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant flies. Giant spiders must have been the only thing keeping them in check. They're huge and horrible and buzzing all across the north. How big are we talking? Each one the size of a man's head, and when they are thousands of them swarming all over the place, I have to wear a helmet to protect my own. Something must be done. Honey. Chancellor, summon the royal honeypots. Deprive Winnie the Pooh of his bounty. We've got flies to stick. I can't believe. I mean, I wouldn't mind hiring a wizard, but I don't want to be broke. I don't want to get double bankruptcy. For the love of God. It's great though. Like, we've killed a bunch of giant spiders and now we get to kill a bunch of giant flies. Fantastic work. I'll hang around a bit just in case some of you are late to vote. Not the sort of collecting I thought you'd do. Well, I mean, neither was it mine, to be honest. I thought I'd buy another box of crabs and maybe purchase some random crap, but, you know, here we are. Your plan goes off without a hitch. Honey is spread out across the fields, and when the flies land to feast, your waiting archers riddle them with arrows. It takes a lot of arrows and a lot of honey, but it's excellent practice for your archers, and eventually the fly infestation is back under control. Though it might have been easier to just leave the spiders alive. No, no. We have received word from Horvir, Your Majesty. He has returned from his exploration of the mountain tomb. Aha, he's back. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, Your Majesty, this is not a cause of celebration. Horvir now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely from ice. They believe Horvir is their ancient king. Is this a joke? The traitor Horvir plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Do we know the exact origin of these ice warriors? The ancient northern king Bajanulf was rumoured to be a warlock who created his own soldiers from snow and used them to crush his rivals. If these are his creations, though, they must be over 400 years old. I don't know about sending an assassin. I think we can send a military, right? Ah. Alright. We're good. Sound the drums. We've killed spiders, we've killed flies, now we're gonna kill abominable snowmen. The resultant war is bitter. The Ice Warriors are formidable foes, inhumanly strong and untiring, but your Northern Warriors proved more than a match for the Frozen troops. There are casualties, of course, but it could have been much, much worse. The Ice Warriors have been shattered. A bruised Horvir is brought before you in chains. Sentence him to death. Roaring with mad laughter, Horvir is dragged away to face the axe. There we go. Yeah, don't worry, Gibbo. We killed him. We got him. We got him. I found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the Northern Teenybert clan. Apparently she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when she gets out of her shell.
Always got her nose in a book from what I've heard. Had a bit of controversy a while back where a clan hall burnt down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. Shy. Disliked by the peasants. I don't like it. I want someone... Okay, let's cover this. I forgot. What am I looking for? I'm looking for somebody who's just and well-adjusted, with principled. I want someone who's brave. And I want someone with lots of money or lots of collectibles. I guess the book collection is kind of nice. I'm going to say neutral. It's a bit of a wash for this character. From the coast, we have Julian, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Ephra's estate. He's always getting himself into trouble for one reason or another. Uh-oh. That's not good, is it? His interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently he has a dark side. I don't know too much about that. Okay, so... honestly, I think Teeny Bert's daughter is better than this fella. Has a dark side. Oh. Finally, I have the Marches offering. Lorenz, guide of the prestigious Charlie's Waffle Tails bloodlines. A typical Baron, really loud, brash, and self-absorbed, but mostly well meaning. Okay, can we turn it around with the Baron? Bernie's a hell of a fighter, brave as a lion, tough as nails, and a terror to behold. Oh, and he's not popular with the peasantry. Something about him sets their teeth on edge. Well, honestly, yeah, it's the Baron. I think the Baron is going to win. Yeah, Lorenz, the Marches candidate. Who's it from? Chaz. Chaz, your son is the one that I want. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Deep in the back rooms of the Royal Palace, the coastal patricians. The coastal patricians are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by coloured string. The king has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now he just needs to get on with the wedding. Indeed. Then on to producing an heir. I heard tell of a secret meeting between the chiefs and a wizard Bizk. Knife only knows what they were discussing, but it can't have been good. Then we've got to keep up our efforts. King Titus isn't going anywhere on our watch. The patricians must continue to aid the king by countering the other region's schemes. They'll win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. Alright. I do need the cash. I'm going to take the cash. Call for Unity can go away for now. I don't want to be broke anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we'll start the rogue golem and then we'll look at the Kraken. My cat Pat is off banking instead of scheming. But yeah, maybe fighting the Kraken. We'll find out. A rogue golem has crossed our territory over the Ashmedian border, my liege. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's so exciting about it? Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead. Your Majesty. The barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over Ashmead or over the chiefs and patricians. Golems are an offense to the ninth god and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Not gonna take it apart. Cast it into the fire.
Oh dear. Oh dear, we're not very destroy it before it destroys us all. Oh no. It's a coin toss. 50-50. Use it as a source of labour.
Capital idea. We'll hook it up to a mill and tell it to crank a handle, and hey presto, endless bread. At first all goes well. The golem works tirelessly, grinding flour day and night, but then... Terrible news, my liege. Poor Komori Kitsune was inspecting the new golem when it went mad. Completely mad. Oh no. It seemed to think Komori Kitsune was a bag of flour. It picked him up, put him in the mill, and made bread out of him.
Salutes in chat. Komori are failed capitalists. The Mill Golem 9000 did not work out. We do not endorse this prototype. Shut the project down. Where's my kill count? There it is. Oh my god. There we are. Kill count, the first death of today's game. Komori Ketsu was well bred. Okay. Thanks, Lurks. Welcome on in. Then it went on a rampage, pulling up farmland and massacring peasants across the march. Damn it all. Our soldiers were able to destroy it eventually, but it killed many of them. The damage is irreversible. What a terrible series of events. Speaking of a terrible series of events, it is Morgrim. A kraken. A real-life, honest-to-knife kraken just outside my harbour off the western shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once. Wait. Oh no. Gibbo wants to avenge the fallen ships. A kraken has every advantage in the sea battle, Your Majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable. It said the kraken can be appeased by an offering of living creatures.
Heretical nonsense. You can't be considering this, Your Majesty.
Okay, you know what? I gamble on the Navy. I pick our ships. Let's go. I want to be a military conqueror. I want to add a dead kraken to my pile of corpses. We've killed the abominable snowmen. We killed the giant flies and the giant spiders. What's a giant squid or two, eh? Get on your boats. Get out there and get me that kraken. Ready, my flagship. Summon the fleet. Hoist the colours. The Royal Navy will advance. Is advance the correct term for a nautical thing? Set forth. Success! The Navy takes to the sea after the Kraken. A terrible battle ensures and the creature inflicts heavy losses before sinking stone dead beneath the waves. The patricians interpret this victory as a sign of the ninth god's direct intervention. They celebrate, ironically enough. Oh my good god, okay. The Kraken is dead. We are good. Your wedding to Lorenz is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Lorenz at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Lorenz, dances so vigorously
that he spills wine all over himself. By the time you find yourself alone with Lorenz, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk and yet somehow not drunk enough. Whose arse do I need to kick to get more wine? Ha! How are you still so full of energy, Lorenz? Oh, you sound just like my mother. She's been asking me that question since I was 5 years old and swinging from a chandelier. What do you do in your spare time? Hi, hit people. Joking. I just do weapons training and exercise. Most of the time. And what did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. Fancy a quick shag? No time like the present, eh? He swigged back the last of the dregs of his wine and leads you to bed. There we go. Training exercises are being completed in the royal bedroom as we speak. And the barons have made it past outwitting the spy master. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Shadowmoon has gone boar hunting with a few of their close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Cats aren't the best for getting rid of mice. You're better off with a terrier. I think you'll miss the point of my analogy. Never mind, our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Is it just me or is the Steam buffering? Is anyone else having problems with the stream? Fine for me. Let me have a look, see if I can... no, it's looking like it's apparently good. It got better? Okay. Have people been having issues? We've been streaming for what, like an hour and a half? I need a new internet service provider. Okay. Wait, am I 1090? I thought I streamed 1080. I don't know. I don't know what I do. Just me? It might be an issue with your internet or something. Yeah, oh, 1080, okay. I was like, 1090. That's 10 better. History nerd, welcome on in. Where are you? Where are you today? There you are. You're in the Barrens. Welcome. Yeah, no, it's all good. The next stage of their scheme, the Barons must load a treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. This is good. We are looking healthy. We are looking like Titus could start a whole lineage. Johanna needs to lower treasury to 1,500 or less, and we got 2,700. And Charlene needs to lower total farming to 14 or less, and we got 21. I'm feeling good. Weekend before Christmas and holiday TV schedules rather uninspiring, so more internet. I don't know what it could be. I mean, it might just be... Oh! Crabs! Crabs sighted. Yes! Yes. Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Yes, please. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. Patricians are starting keeping a species of jewel crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. I don't know, Morgrim, you have to fight a kraken. I think you're up there. Very well, send him in. I'll buy the crabs, yes. Count out your gold. Lord Patrician Ephra assures you that you will not regret your purchase. Crabs have been obtained. Your Majesty, there's a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. What does she want? You'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Oreed, and I have a proposition for you. Tell me more. 3 ships are docked in the harbour to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favour. And what is this favour? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessing and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Alright, what did you do? I don't know what you mean, Your Majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope. Reed, you appear to have neither shell nor pincers, so you have to work a little harder to convince me. Well, I mean, guns are good. We can collect guns as well. Okay. Provide safe harbour for Reed in exchange for the muskets. Vote A, everyone. A is the way. We all get our military back up to snuff, and we get a new friend. Lamont, welcome. Have you joined? Just saw you comment mid-vote. Can collect a rogue Curfian. I can hang her up next to the Kraken and above the box of crabs. Alongside the flies and the spiders. Can't really sit and join in. No worries. Hey, thank you for listening in the background. Hope you enjoy us, even if you can't vote. It's all good. Reed and her weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers as promised. Reed demonstrates by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. Many things I have collected. Ah, Titus, I had something to discuss with you. I've been touring the grounds and speaking with your officers. A lot of wasted potential, if you ask me. Make me a general in the Royal Army and I'll whip them into shape. Could turn the tide of war one day. Oh no, he's one of these. Hey Zach, welcome on in. Welcome to the Barons. My advisors. Tapping the sign? What are we? I mean, am I liable to do this? I never back down and throw myself into danger. I'm brave myself and I try and be fair and consistent. I guess it can't hurt. Sounds like a great idea, buddy. Huzzah! I'll have them up to stuff in no time. Despite your other generals grumbling, you hold a lavish ceremony in which Lorenz is decorated with a number of meaningless medals and given a fancy new sword as a badge of office. But to no one's surprise, not much changes over the coming weeks. If anything, Lorenz is out of his depth. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Nepo baby, yeah, true. So all we're worried about, the Chiefs want to lower farming. They can do so with D, the deer park. Other stuff of note, I mean, I don't know. Maybe B, the stadium, to break the 10 military, the Barons one. The Grand Bazaar could be good to boost trade. The Cathedral boosts faith in the north if you want to mess with them a bit. But I think honestly this is going to be a cheap and easy one. We're just going to get a deer park and move on with our lives. Here's a list of everyone and their cash. Look at that. Patricians outgunned. Starting the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. But there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Let's have a look. We got A and we got F. Grand Bazaar and the, what was F? Thieves Guild? Oh, now D's here. D for Deer Park, D. Thieves Guild is up again. Now is Grand Bazaar. We're neck and neck as we head over the finish line. Will Grand Bazaar maintain this lead, or will somebody come in? 10 seconds remaining. Go, go, go. Sudden upset by Deer Park. 5 seconds. What is going on? Grand Bazaar and Deer Park crossing the field. Straight across the finish line. Trade for the Barons and less farming for the Chiefs. Bada bing, bada boom. Private exchange, capital proposition. Okay, here we go. Field Marshal PhD, welcome. Where are you? We got another one. Who keeps putting them in the Barons? Oh my god. All these new recruits ended up in the March. Where are my new patricians? Huzzah! Our soldiers are renowned throughout the kingdom and beyond. We've been awarded so many medals they can serve as full plate mail in a pinch, your highness. Granted, we've had our issues with them getting restless, but even so, they've gone from strength to strength. So hiring, we have free healthcare. Why don't I transfer some of our best troops to help police the capital? They'd improve security and show the March Army for what it is, the pride of the kingdom. You want to station soldiers in the capital? Your Majesty, think about the threat to your security. Let us make use of them instead. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to spend money. Oh. Half my money would disappear. You know what? If I get more money for it, we can have them in the capital. It's all funded by the crabs? Okay, good then. Chiefs, what do you even need more troops for? Okay, what's even happening here? We got a three-way tie. Oh lordy. Oh, okay, I guess. I did not know Call for Unity had been called. Alright. I'm going to do a final countdown because it's super close. We got a 4-3-3. Bring them to the capital. We'll pay for them. I see you, Chaz, voting for C after. Great, you could have made sure it was a three-way tie. The Barons are delighted and praise your name throughout the march, and to anyone that will listen. Soon, squads of proud Marcher infantry in heavy boots and fur hats are patrolling the capital, barking orders to anyone they see misbehaving. Other nobles aren't so pleased. Seeing soldiers in Marcher uniforms on the streets makes them very nervous. But crime does go down, and the people of the capital are happy. Stories spread of the new guards rescuing cats from trees and children's balls from rooftops. Okay, here we go. The Curve Captain, you're allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons. She has been the cause of some concern. The nobles have complained she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette after all. Worse, some suspect her of being a Curve spy. Okay, let's have a word with her. You find O'Reed pacing the halls far from her assigned chambers. Can I help? Curf bounty hunters landed in the coast not long ago. I see where you're going with this. Exactly, they're looking for me. I did not expect them to come here. Clearly, I was wrong. Tell me what you did and I might help you. My crime was a crime of thought. I dared to disagree with the other senators on a matter of great import. So you're a senator at Curf? I was once. Now I am nothing. I could remove the hunters and ban others from coming. Then do it, please. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. Okay, ban them. Sometimes they even rescued cats from rooftops and children's balls from trees. We'll see what way to... Oh, okay, yeah. We are going to protect our new collectible. We have O'Reed. We have our guns. We could go to war with Curf and absolutely smash them into next week. Fantastic. Fantastic. The vote succeeds and the Curf are now banned from entering the country under any circumstances. The bounty hunters are swiftly expelled. O'Reed is grateful for your assistance, so your Chancellor warns you of Curf's inevitable response. Alright. Who cares about Curf though, right? I don't care about Curf. Do you care about Curf? Your marriage to Lorenz has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. That began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are missing. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. See, I jumped ahead. Had a psychic vision of the Chancellor saying missing later on. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Alrighty. Can't bribe. My God. Somewhere in the March, Baron Shadowmoon sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. They and their fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The king is playing the Palace Watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So do we have someone to watch in our pocket? Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. The Baron's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Enjoy your food, Barons. Enjoy your scheme food. Up in the north, Chief Weldris II and the Wizard Bizg are enjoying a grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. Buzzing, 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 I can't get away from it. Oh, it hurts my nose. Biz groans and the oaken table splits down the middle like a tree struck by lightning. Please, just give me a few more months. By Morgana's cauldron, I won't let you down. See how you go. It's going to make me irrational. The chief's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. It's biz time.
I'm tempted to grab more money, but I won't. Crab Futures and the Diplomat. Okay, let's start with Crab Future. The future is bright. Best voice ever. The crab craze is swollen to unforeseen heights, Your Majesty. That's good. That's great. The trade is so profitable that patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares about that, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Hold. I think, yeah, you know what? We like our crabs. I reckon we can get triple, right? Triple is good. Hold your nerve and hold on to the crabs. Your crabs are now worth double their value, but you order your treasure and hold on to them. This trend's only going up. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Yeah, they can take it. The Diplomat. Your Majesty, a diplomat has arrived all the way from Curve. Your Majesty, a pleasure to meet with you. Pleasure's all mine. I come on behalf of the Curve Senate and the Grand Pensionary. We're aware of this ban you placed on travellers from our country. We ask you to lift it, and while we're at it, we'd like you to release the fugitive captain you are hiding into our custody. Curve will compensate you, of course. I would also humbly remind Your Majesty that Curve is a reasonable power, and Your Majesty may not like to anger, if Your Majesty can help it. A very dapper diplomat, yes. But we say no, don't we, everyone? We say no. Go away, Curve. You smelly Republicans. Go get yourselves a royal family like a proper country. Filthy Republican peasant. Pretty much. Okay, here we go. We're on the path to war. Declining both requests, you politely ask the diplomat to be on their way. Their pleasant facade falls quickly as they warn you of a reaction from Curve that will be swift. A few nobles condemn you for your attachment to a reed, both lamenting the forsaken coin and fearing the promised retribution. Do not worry. The drums of war will sound. The elderly Baroness Frederica, a cousin many times removed of Baron Zapazak, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? A better end than most of us get. Indeed, Your Majesty. She stayed at home in the march most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. I'm sorry, Zach. Baroness Frederica was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the ninth, that's a pitiful claim. This sounds like collectibles. This sounds good. We like collectibles, don't we? I would like it in my treasury. I'm sorry, Zach. But I was once it. My precious. Oh dear. Look at it. Even with only 3 patricians being loyal to me, I could just take it. Okay, I'll do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Give me 3 good men and I will take all the inheritance. The treasurer is delighted. The nobles are far less so. Wagons roll in from Baroness Frederica's estate, laden with expensive fur coats, old chalices and antique ceramics. All these new riches crowd the treasury, but give it a charming atmosphere. We love it. Look at my new collection of crap. Look at all this junk I've got. It's beautiful. All fur coats, no knickers. What? I don't want... No. No. We're all good here. Booming crop, mysterious wanderer, irritating visitors. Okay. What's a mysterious wanderer again? Your Majesty. Oh, yes, I know this one. Your Majesty, last week a mysterious wanderer visited the Grand Bazaar we built in the march. She claimed to be from the distant cloaked city of Sarkhan and said she had a number of magical artifacts for sale, but wizard law forbids unlicensed trade of magical items. I thought the cloaked city was a myth. The wizard city of Sarkhan is in far-off Valamir, and it's the subject of many legends, but that doesn't mean it's a myth. I humbly request that the Council grant our Grand Bazaar a license so the March may benefit from this wanderer's magic. I mean, I want it. I kind of want it. A direct audience with the king. I kind of want it for me. Not for you, but for me. I want to buy a thing. I can't even remember. Let's see. What have I bought before? I know there's like an owl that can talk to you. There's a skull that can predict the future, which I think I don't get. I think that's only for the faction if they go to the magic license. But yeah, what are we going to have? What are we going to get? A few days later, a mysterious wanderer from Sarkhan appears at court. She bows low, her jewellery clinking and clattering. Behind her, a wizened troll carries her goods. There's a ship you can fold up and put in your pocket and it can sail on grass. Ooh. I am honoured to be granted by an audience with your majesty. I bring items of wonder from the cloaked city of Sarkhan, available at the most reasonable price. Show me these wondrous creations. Belfor! She slaps her hands together sharply, and the troll, presumably named Belforth, begins sorting through a sack of goods and showing off what's inside. First of all, I offer you a mechanical bird of my own design. It can speak, though only in rhyme, and is capable of soaring through the skies, like its flesh and blood counterpart. Belforth holds up a golden bird with clockwork wings and a metal beak. I can talk, I can fly, it squawks. I'm an excellent bye. Next up, a spyglass that can peer into the future. Be careful when you use it, your majesty. You may not like what you see. Belforth holds up a spyglass. It looks battered, unremarkable, and very small in his giant hand. And finally, an orb recovered by a tomb of an ancient Ashuli ruler Malik. It sends all those that look upon it into a drowsy, peaceful daze. Don't look too deep, you may fall asleep forever. Belforth raises a glowing orb over his head, and you feel your eyelids droop. Maybe just a little nap would do you some good. Then the orb is stowed away once more and you perk up again. Now tell me, great king, which you wish to buy? The bird, the spyglass, or the orb? You know what? We like a sleep. I reckon we're going to get the orb. A most excellent purchase, Your Majesty. Now I must be going. The mysterious wanderer gestures sharply to a troll and leaves in the same way which she came. Oh! What was that, raid? Zombaby, welcome. Thank you for the raid, everyone. Welcome the raiders. Hello, raiders. Welcome on in. What were you guys playing? Were you playing King of the Castle as well? Hi, raiders. Welcome on in. Oh, pre-rolls are on. Okay. Tell me when you get through the pre-rolls. The Orb proves a delightful attraction, bringing people to your court from across the land to bathe in its glowing beauty and enjoy soporific, mildly intoxicating effects. Even better, protected exposure to the orb has long-term side effects. It makes people calmer, more easygoing and less violent. We are so good. Sure, sometimes they fall into comas from which they never wake, but this can usually be covered up without any problems. They just died. Okay, what's up? What's Field Marshal? Thank you for the follow. Alright, have we got... Hey, there you go. Are you through the adverts? Welcome, Zombaby. Heyo was playing Sons of the Forest and Tavern Manager Simulator. I was talking about this earlier and how fun it was. Yeah, it's a great little game. We like it. Thank you, Zombaby, for the follow as well. So yeah, do you play these sorts of games a bit? Let me give you a shout out. But yeah, we play King of the Castle here every Saturday and Sunday. Oh, thank you, Morgrim. I take it you handled that. There we go, I was halfway through typing it. But yeah, Raiders, welcome on in. And thank you for sitting through the ads, if you did. Obviously, King of the Castle, I play it with the community. And so I want everyone to be in the game at all times. So I run pre-rolls rather than regular ad breaks. Which I know it can be a bit offsetting. You come into a stream and you got to watch 90 seconds of whatever the current advert is. But welcome on in. Thank you for sticking with us. How did Sons of the Forest and Tavern Manager go? We go where the vibes take us. Excellent. Well, I'm glad the vibes brought you here. I understand you might be quite tired after having streamed, so if you want to do any self-care or go and have a rest, I appreciate you nonetheless. But if you're happy to stick around, feel free to join in. We got plenty of room on our council. And, you know, we're going good. We're entering, like, the latter part of the game now. So then, let's see. What have we got for irritating visitors? Your Highness, I simply can't stand it any longer. I need you to do something. Oh, I know what one this is. This better be good. I have filthy peasants scrambling all over my newly built Grand Bazaar, knocking over stalls, bothering paying customers. They've heard legends of buried treasure beneath the site. Total nonsense, of course. I need you to keep these greedy treasure grubbers off my land. Actually, these rumours might not be nonsense. After conquering the March, King Harold the Great is said to have buried a huge stash of stolen loot, I mean, spoils of war in the area. Why would he waste some perfectly good gold by burying it? King Harold had plenty of cash by that point. Presumably he meant to come back and dig it all up one day, but he went off to invade Kurth and got himself killed. The fool! Hey, welcome on in, Zombaby. There you go, you're in with the patricians, who are loyal to us at the minute. Great Arrow didn't conquer the march. They asked to join. I don't know. I don't know. The spoils of war say otherwise, and we're going to find them. What are you suggesting, Treasurer? We could search for the treasure ourselves, send a team of diggers to take the place apart brick by brick and dig deep into the foundations. By the 9th, what are you saying? That would destroy the whole place. We're going to search. We're going to search for treasure, right? Royal gamble on A. You've got to vote for A. Otherwise the treasury will hit 0. And then we're going to find treasure. Jacobian, welcome on in. Where have you been placed? There you go. It's been a bit. Yeah, you're in the Chiefs. Haven't been here a while. School started clashing. Miss Kotek so much. Oh no. Dig it up. Dig it up. Dig up the gold. Sigh. Yes, my liege. Okay. Get your shovels. We're going to get all that gold. Love it. How's bells? No, my beautiful Grand Bazaar. How could you? I'll send a demolition and excavation teams to tear the place apart, Your Majesty. King Harold's horde is calling out to us. I can feel it in my bones. For the next few weeks, extensive digging takes place. The Grand Bazaar is completely destroyed in the process. You wait anxiously for news of the horde's discovery. My land, no! My treasure, cross our fingers, okay. 1 in 4 chance we're going to be rich. We're going to be rich. Okay? 1 in 4. What could go wrong? Send me all the best vibes. Good luck. Think positive thoughts. Boop. No luck, Your Majesty. All we found is an old leather boot and a clay statue of a pigeon. Damn it! Damn it all! Damn! But I got a clay pigeon. So it's kind of worth it, really. Nobody else has a clay pigeon. I can put that in my collection. Next to O'Reed and the giant spiders and the kraken. I knew it! You destroyed my precious Grand Bazaar for nothing! This outrage will not say. Oh, calm down, Shadow Moon. I got a pigeon. I got the pigeon. Where is it? I haven't even got the clay pigeon. There it is. Look at my pigeon. Check it. So I can't see my region wealth scheme. Yeah, you should be able to eventually. It will pop in, but you are a chief. And the chiefs are pursuing a sorcery scheme and they need to lower farming. Doing better than Dick Dastardly at least. We caught a pigeon. But yeah, the plug-in is a bit buggy. It's a little bit sluggish. So it will hopefully pop up eventually. But it's been a known issue for a few months now. Since Twitch did some changes. Yeah. Your Majesty, the yields from northern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. The peasants are practically drowning in turnips. They've even hybridized a new variety that grows so large the farmers hollow them out and use as doghouses and chicken coops. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. By old Harold's horn, wait a moment, you can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a turnip trade agreement with Tavelin. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. I think fast tracking the deal. I mean, oh, actually, hold on. Would I want to collect the hybrid turnips? Can I add turnips to my collection of random crap I've picked up? Can they go next to my clay pigeon? I don't know if that's a strong enough. I don't feel like vetoing it now, but I'm not strong enough to veto the fast track, so I'll let you all decide. There you go. King Titus the Hoarder. I've got so much cool stuff. I've got a magic orb that puts people to sleep. Sometimes they don't wake up, but it's pretty good. Okay, all right. What do we got here? We're gonna collect our turnips. Okay. You get a turnip, and you get a turnip. You all get a turnip. Peasants across the land start thinking that you invented the marvelous Titus's turnip that begins thriving throughout the kingdom. You become known as Titus the Gardener, the Titus Turnip. What a name. As for the chiefs, they're most affronted, citing trade secrets. They've been planning to name it something like Chief's Enormity. Ah, lame. Lame. Get yourselves a Titus Turnip original. Forget about this pretender Chief's Enormity. But the Titus Turnip has a better ring to it, it really does, and the council has spoken. There we go. We are so good right now. Oh, but the barons are progressing. Oh dear, I spent too much money. Titus the Turnip. Turnips. Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will. But now we must plan our next steps to avenge the Grand Bazaar. What will it be? Control the king and place their own claimant on the throne. Kill the king. That involves lowering authority. Or control the king with threat of assassination. That involves raising military. When you've already got military 10. We might be in trouble, everyone. This might be a problem. Could I collect something that will fix this? The Chief's Enormity sounds like a euphemism. It really does. One of those ironic ones. You're doomed unless a miracle. Let's not put them knockers on it. Okay. I see the way the wind is blowing. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. They'll swap places with the palace watch one by one. Once the king realises he's surrounded by our troops, it'll be too late. He'll be a helpless little fly caught in our web. Magnificent. But once we turn the king into our puppet, won't the chiefs and patricians notice? Prepare to be hoisted by your own petard. Damn, that's a Blackadder thing, right? Is that because Baldric was mentioned earlier? That's why we need a strong army to make them think twice about challenging us. United with the king's forces, we'll be unstoppable. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must keep their military at 10 for one full season. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Crab Futures, explosion at port, your air. Let's see Crab Futures. Nobles across the kingdom have decided crabs are the future of commerce, not just the patricians. Everyone's gone crazy for crabs, your majesty. That's good news, isn't it? Your box of crustaceans is now worth triple what you paid. No need to thank me. Oh, I think it's time. It's time to sell our crabs. I'm going to keep the best one. Okay, the best crab. Pick him out. And he can sit on my mantelpiece as part of the collection. But The rest of them, it's time. We've made a profit. We've made big profit. You sell your crabs for 3 times what you paid. The treasurer is amazed by your foresight. Who's the real winner here? Indeed lurks. I have a crab. I have a clay pigeon. So many good things are happening. Meanwhile, industries continue to collapse on coast. Don't read the newspaper. Oh, did some baby? Did you get blocked? Did one of your things? Yeah, excessive punctuation is one of the things that the auto mod picks up. So.
Your Majesty, a ship exploded at port, the waters swelled like a tidal wave and the whole town was devastated.
How could this happen?
I have no idea, Your Esteemed Highness. All I know is that the ship arrived from Girth yesterday. And now my docks have been destroyed. Oh, depths below.
Alright, Zombaby, I'm sorry, a ship blew up at port. If I may, this may be the promised retribution from Calf.
Retribution? Then this was an attack. You cannot let it stand, Your Majesty.
I mean, ban exports to Kurth and place high tariffs on their goods. Appreciate you all, no worries. Well, I know the way I want to go. Kurth blew up some baby's message with exclamation points. Those were Republican exclamation points. Smuggled into chat. Right here, right now. Oh dear. Okay, well, it looks like O'Reed's gonna go do the good work. Summon the gunboat. Set forth. The Navy has more work to do. O'Reed is summoned from her quarters post haste. When you tell her your plan, she is more than willing to accept and immediately sets sail. In between patrols, she even trains your other captains how to fight against Kurth's cannons. Over the coming months, trade ships from both sides come under attack. Skirmishes on the open seas become commonplace. With no one willing to give in, the conflict will continue for the foreseeable future. At least you have O'Reed at your side. Can't believe the Barons would ruin this for us all. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. What have we got? What have we got? D3, D3, what do we got? What do we got? My daughter, little Titus Jr. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Titus II. Thank Morgana, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Titus II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. I wonder what happens. We won't have a thing, will we? Oh! No, this won't do it. This won't fix it. The patricians have gathered in the empty council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. Depths below. The barons are planning to threaten the king by putting Joanna in his place. They've wormed their way into the palace under our very noses. Is it too late to stop them? We have to be extra vigilant. I wouldn't be surprised if the barons already have the palace watch in their pocket. We just have to delay them long enough for King Titus to solidify his power. It shouldn't be long now. Our great king is on the verge of greatness. I can feel it.
The patricians must continue to aid the king by countering the other regions' schemes as best they can. They'll win the game if the king completes his ambition. It's not gonna... It's an auction! And we got a stadium! Oh! 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 Patricians, come spend your money on a stadium! Quick! Quick! Only you can save the kingdom by buying a stadium for the march. Oh god, okay, cool. It's summer then where I get the auction. This is the third auction of the game. Potentially the final auction of the game. It all hinges on whether or not chiefs and patricians can unite together to fund a stadium. Or if perhaps instead the barons are going to fund two other things to a higher magnitude than the stadium. This is the tug of war of the century of the kingdom. Here's a list of everyone and their money so you can see it all here. We're going to start the auction. Wait. What are we waiting for, Lurks? Hold up before I begin. Are we good? Is everyone ready? Type 1 in chat if you're ready for the auction. God, the delay is bad. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, everyone's okay. People are ready. All right. Ready, set, go. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on any items that don't get built will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get the rest of your funds in. Try not to miss out. This is pivotal. This could make or break the game for us all. There is a slight delay on stream though, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left and do a little countdown. What we got in a minute? A is far and away in the lead, but C and D are both there, both bringing it up. A is not fully secure at this rate. Definitely things can swing. A is now in second place. The Deer Park has shot up. 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Don't miss out. Oh, Ephra dropping a big bag there at the end, just in at the last minute. Okay, fantastic. Oh, good job. Well done, everyone. Good job, team. Pats on the back all round. You've earned it. we did it. We saved the kingdom. Yay. Oh dear. My liege, I have a proposition for you. As we know, you are the greatest king who ever lived, but you've been locking up a lot of people. Well, thank you for noticing. Well, which is your right, of course. Only many of them are the pettiest of criminals. There are thousands locked up for illegally dumping human waste, for example. Most would make good labourers and farmhands, which we sorely need in the march. Perhaps we can work out a deal? I reckon. You know what? You know what? I'm so tempted to just say no, but then I'm also like, money. Wait, no, the waste dumpers are part of my collection. I sacrificed all my money. Salutes to Ephra's wallet. Ephra and Zombaby, thank you for dropping all your cash into that. Jacobean as well, I see. Salutes to the fallen wallets. Keeping the dream alive. I reckon I want to keep them. I'm collecting prisoners. Rip my wallet, yeah. What's this? What's this? My phone buzzing. Yeah, I hope you're all enjoying it. Boom, boom. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm looking forward to next weekend with Princess Titus II, maybe. You suffer a number of glowing glares from the march of benches, word spreads of your uncompromising nature. Suck it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 what happened there? Oh, Sirius, thank you for the biddy bit. Thank you for one biddy. Welcome on in, buddy. We're nearing the end of the game, but first we got a trade war to fight. Hello, Sirius. Everyone say hello to Sirius in chat. Welcome on in. Thank you, buddy, for being here. Your Majesty, the Republic of Curve has levied extreme trade sanctions against us for our perceived crimes against them, notably your refusal to surrender O'Reed to their custody. Uh-oh. What can we do about it? That's for the Council to decide. Curve must also be suffering from this, but we can't afford to wait them out. Our people will soon run out of basic necessities. Well, look, our economy's rubbish. Okay, you're telling me we're relying on Curve to feed people? I know what we're doing. Royal gamble on D. I know that's the way we're going anyway, isn't it? D? It's got to be D. Take it from them. Indeed. Oh, wait. Who did tap the sign? Sorry, we're voting at the minute, Ephra. B? Why would I say... Oh, no. No, 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 no. We're going to go beat them up. We're courageous and we want our stuff. See that as thinking grab stuffs from Ashmead. Yeah, no. That just changes up how we import stuff. Reed's Navy starts patrolling the Ghost Sea, intercepting Curve vessels and taking plunder wherever they can find it. Of course, Curve is quick to respond in kind. The trade war heats up, flaring into open battles on the high seas. Excellent. This is fantastic. All is going well. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles' scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. By advisors plural, I mean the marshal.
We should crush these disloyal nobles, take command of their armies, and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, we could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'll forget their schemes, if you win.
We know the way we're going. You tap the sign, Ephra. I'll bring it up now. Military was our first ambition archetype. Authority is our second. Military and authority all together means tyranny.
A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin putting together my plans. But of course it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall military as much as you can. And of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles.
We're doing pretty good, really. We're okay. We're good here. I like it as we are. We're beefing with everybody, yeah. Can't even remember. I got the Triple War achievement so long ago. Who can you fight with? It's Kerf, Saul, Tavolin, and Ashmead, right? They're the ones you can go to war with. Right, let's begin. The war on Kerf. This is important. Kerf, Saul, Tavolin, and Ashmead. Good, I got them. It's all great then. This is it. Kerf against the kingdom. We've moved past the trade war now. Now we're on to regular old people war. As if our prophets hadn't suffered enough. I hope the council has a plan. They have cannons on their ships, you know. But raise an armada to destroy Kerf ships and force them to surrender. That sounds like a fantastic plan. That's what we like. We're gonna achieve victory over Kerf and become a tyrant. 100%. Definitely, this is the narrative conclusion for today's stream that we all want, that we all crave even. You pour funds into shoring up the Royal Navy, hiring freebooters and enlisting new sailors. The Armada meets the Kerf fleet on a stormy night. Guns, thunder and fires light up the sky as Reed leads her defectors straight into the firing line of the enemy. For victory! Sweet, sweet victory is upon us. 95%. Don't ex-con me now, baby. Yes! Yes! Post raid ships in chat. The Armada is here and it has delivered. By the time dawn breaks over the Ghost Sea, the Republican Navy has been routed. You are victorious. A Kerf diplomat is hastily dispatched to parley. Oh, Your Majesty. The Republic is willing to forgive your past transgressions. This war is not worth the blood that has been spilled. We offer a truce and a return to the status quo. Trade routes or fat sacks of cash? That's the trouble. That's the conundrum. Take it all? I can't take it all. We can have an amicable peace. Commandeer the remainder of your navy. I mean, would that really get their navy? Everyone, because I'm a hoarder. Oh my god, their navy has cannons everywhere. Yes. Kerf is powerless to prevent your total appropriation of their warships. The Patricians' navy is suddenly the most formidable armada in the known world. Glorious, Your Majesty! With these ships we will be unstoppable. None shall dare oppose our iron grip on the high seas. There we go. There we go. Unfortunately, while things have gone great abroad, things back at home are not so good. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. Oh no! No, you mean like it did just 10 years ago before I took the throne? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician Aphra, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Something must be done, must it? You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily into the crab market, and they're casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. Oh, Bail out the failed businesses along the coast, I think, is a pretty good one. Aero Ace, welcome on in. You're here just at the tail end of today's game. Welcome back to the Barons. Oh, we've done great. We've won a war. We've lost some crabs. Killed a kraken. In fact, everything's gone good today. Even found a clay pigeon. And the kingdom is actually in pretty good nick. I mean, the farming's a bit ropey in the march, but nothing too bad. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe you would vote for me to arrest Ephra. Shocking. I'll just have to take all this money away from Ephra. Wait, did Ephra even have any money? Oh my god, Ephra, you had cash? Oh, did you get... Oh no! Oh no! Is that what you got from us winning the war against Curve? Is that where that came from? We had cash? Yeah, no from the... Oh, wait. Oh, no, you got it from this event. Okay. Wait, what are we doing? Tapping the sign. Oh, error ace. Okay. Yes, so... We're courageous, we're principled, and we're a failed crab collector, so we're collecting all kinds of things. I've got a magic orb that puts people to sleep. I've got the Kerf Navy. Got Kerf Senator, that's another thing we've collected. Clay Pigeon. Flies, spiders, we've collected them. A dead kraken, that's pretty good. What else have we collected? Does anyone remember? We lost the honey. Oh no, giant turnips. We got giant turnips. The Titus turnip. At least I'm not dead yet. Ah, it's fine. Don't worry, I'm the judge. Spent everything to save the king, engaged in crab shenanigans to get back some money. King sends soldiers to arrest them. Nah. Outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You've done some redecorating in the throne room, anticipating your future as an iron-fisted tyrant. When the marshal walks in, she whistles appreciatively.
What have you done with the place? Lots of chains and spikes. Is that a working Iron Maiden?
I oiled the hinges myself.
Very good. A master artificer looks after his tools.
But that's nothing. You pull a lever in your throne and a trap door opens just to the marshal's left. Beneath it is a pit full of writhing snakes, all deadly of course.
Classic. Let them try and vote against you now.
She composes herself. I've been surveying the troops across the kingdom. 90%. Really, the barons have been letting us down with this 9 military. Absolutely slack in the march.
The troops are looking good, Your Majesty. The marcher soldiers are angsty and eager for blood.
Now the key is to make sure the armies are loyal to us, not to their region.
Easier said than done, of course. I need to speak to ordinary soldiers, grease some palms, smoke some cigars, reminisce over old war stories. They don't respect the council any more than I do. But at the end of the day, Your Majesty, it'll come down to how much they respect you.
That evening, she rides out to meet the kingdom's soldiers and get the lay of the land. Wait for her to return. When she returns, the marshal punches you in the arm so hard you almost puke. Is that good? Was that a happy punch?
The troops are with us. They're fed up with the council passing all these namby-pamby so-called laws. It's time for an iron fist to punch this kingdom back into shape.
Over the next few weeks, the soldiers across the kingdom mutiny against their commanding officers and swear fealty directly to the king. The nobles beg for the council to have a session to discuss the crisis, but you put them off, blaming the renovation of the council hall. Of course, there's one person you can't avoid, your husband. This is a fine to do, eh? Never thought you'd take control of the armies of my own homeland. Won't harm anyone unless they stand against me. Well, I trust you to do what's right, darling. At long last, you made sure the armies of the kingdom are in the palm of your hand. You allowed the next council session to go ahead. The final council session. Flowers Baklava, welcome. I'm afraid you're a tad late. We've just passed the final test. But welcome on in. You're back in the chiefs. The marshal stands at your right hand, flanked by the garrison of City Watch. The nobles file in one by one. Is that an Iron Maiden? Most of them are looking nervous, but Baroness Arrow Ace has been found. Is just looking angry. Your recent conduct has been outrageous, Your Highness. Unforgivable. Delaying council sessions, secret meetings with our soldiers, violating the feudal contract. My top officer's been killed in this little mutiny of yours. Let's call a vote right now. I'm ready to deprive you of that crown. No scratch that. I'm ready to deprive you of your head. Yeah, have the Baroness chucked into my dungeon. What? By the knife, you can't do this. It turns out you can, in fact, do this. Baroness Eroace has been found, is dragged off while the other nobles shuffle their feet. There is a moment of silence. Salutes in chat. Arrowace was the best of you. She stood up for what was right. You cowards. Standing there, shuffling around all awkwardly. Ah, the kill count climbs up. How many is that? 2 kills today. Your Majesty, I'm sure we're all delighted to be here.
Right, you lot, I don't think we need any more votes, do we? The king can take over from here.
Oh, of course, Marshal. Indeed, I wouldn't want to do anything unfortunate. All the nobles shuffle out with their tails between their legs. You let out a joyful laugh. Some would even describe it as an evil cackle. Ha 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 ha. Oh, but those people would be dissidents and you'd deal with them harshly. With the council holding back, your daily duties are so easy, so efficient. Your firm grip on the kingdom will secure an excellent future for little Titus II when the time comes. My fellow Pats, raise your glasses and cheers for victory. Salutes to the 4 chats, by the way. Gibbo, Morgrim, Ephra, Zombaby, thank you. Though outnumbered and outgunned at every council vote, we did it. Somehow. Your reign of terror is here, but your future has only just begun. Congratulations. All right. We're going to open up the sign. We're going to vote for what we're going to do next Saturday's game. For Titus II. Let's go. Where's the poll? Poll, poll, poll. Manage poll. New poll. Inheritance.
I like an inheritance. Let's see, we can have courageous again. So will Titus II inherit courageous, or will they inherit principled? Whichever one we pick will determine whether we're going for a military or authority ambition initially next week on Saturday. And for those that weren't here at the start, I'm pushing back the start time 1 hour. So when I get back from work, I've got a little more time to get prepared for the stream. What a good game. I had a lot. No worries, Baklava. Yeah, next week we'll be starting an hour later, so it should be a bit better for some of you. Let me put the sign away. The Baron's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Baron Shadowmoon ended their life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The attempt to woo Biz to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, trapped Chief Weldris II in a bubble of silence from which he never escaped. The patricians celebrated their victory, and Titus was venerated as a true hero of the coast. But some whispered that the patricians were losing control of their puppet as the king consolidated his power around his heir, Princess Titus II. King Titus's reign spanned another 15 blood-soaked years. The council couldn't defy him, fearing a gruesome fate. It was a dark and fearful time for everyone but the king, who seemed to enjoy himself immensely, especially when spikes and thumbscrews were involved. King Titus the Absolutist. What a twist. It's currently a tie in the vote. If you've yet to vote, vote now. Vote now in chat. In chat. What are we going to have for Titus II? Oh no. Not another tie. Oh. It's tied. Ah, courageous. Courageous stands. 7-6. God damn, making me sweat. So we're going to have courageous again next Saturday. Fantastic. Let's go through King Titus the Absolutist. Komori has the most money. Ephra has no money. Breaks the tie at the last second. Thanks, Morgrim. And ooh, Queen Titus is looking. You know, there's something understated but really tasteful about that. There's no crown involved. I'm liking the fact her eyes match her dress. She's got blonde hair, which goes with the gold of the, what would this collar thing be called? Yeah, we got a good looker here. Doesn't look like they fell arse backwards through the wardrobe. Looks like they've made some decisions with colour coordination in mind. We like that. Okay, so thank you everyone for being here. Ephra, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Ephra in chat. I'm going to go off for a little bit to sort out some food.